Did you know that the pit bull was featured on Army recruitment posters during World War I? Or that you are 60 times more likely to be killed by falling coconuts than you are to be fatally attacked by a pit bull? Pit bulls are currently one of the most feared dog breeds. But for what reason? Today I hope to leave you more informed about this breed and why it has the reputation it does, as well as what is and is not true regarding misconceptions and beliefs about the aggressiveness of this breed. First, I'd like to define what a pit bull is. The legal definition of a pit bull is dogs which exhibit appearance and physical characteristics of any of a pit bull terrier or Staffordshire American or American Staffordshire Bull Terrier, according to uslegal.com. However, due to time restraints, I will only be focusing on the American Pit Bull Terrier. Pit bulls were originally bred in England to bait bulls during bullfights. The breed came about by breeding English bulldogs with smaller, more agile terriers to make for better, more entertaining fights. However, once these dogs were brought over to America, they became more of a regular dog than a fighting dog. In fact, Petey, the dog from Little Rascals, was a pit bull. However, due to their history, there are many misconceptions about pit bulls that have changed the view of them within the last few decades. The most common misconception about pit bulls is that they are inherently aggressive. This is not entirely true. According to the American Temperament Testing Association, American Pit Bull Terriers have an 85.3% passing rate, compared to a passing rate of 81.9% for all breeds on average. As I stated before, pit bulls were originally bred to bait bulls during bullfights, and when that was deemed inhumane and ultimately made illegal, people began to use pit bulls for dogfighting. This is where the aggressive misconception came from. However, they are more dog aggressive and less of a human aggressive breed. You might be wondering why the difference between the two is important. Well, I'm sure some of you have known somebody who had only one dog because it didn't get along with other dogs. That is dog aggression. Dog aggression can happen in any breed, not just pit bulls. Human aggression is dogs that will attack a person for walking next to them on the street or because they looked at them funny. As you can see, there's kind of a difference between dog aggression and human aggression. Unfortunately, due to the dogfighting stereotype, people assume that all pit bulls have aggression, whether it be dog or human aggression, and due to he said, she said stories, everyone hears about how the big bad pit bull down the street attacked little Billy out of nowhere. People tend to assume that dog aggression equates to human aggression. Pit bulls are actually fairly decent as family pets and generally are relatively good with kids. In fact, I myself have a 1.5-year-old and 2 pit bulls. They get along great. I've never had problems. However, I'm not here to say that all pit bulls can be trusted with children or that you should go out and adopt one and bring him out into a house full of kids or other dogs. I'm not saying you should do that with any breed, because you don't know. That pit bull you adopted could do just fine. That dachshund that you picked up could have come from an abusive male owner, and now he doesn't like men. How is that breed specific? It's not. It's not a pit bull thing. A lot of stray pit bulls, however, come from abusive homes or were in a dog fighting group, so to speak. Some of them can be rehabilitated and be put into a home full of children and other dogs. Some of them can only be adopted into a home if they are the only dog. Some of them can't be rehabilitated. And unfortunately, that's all we ever hear about. So why are there so many stories about the failures? Why don't we ever hear about the success stories of the pit bull that was in dogfighting and went home to a loving, happy family. Well, stories about pit bulls aren't even giving us the full spectrum of information. With a breed population of about 5,256,000, there were 66 fatal pit bull attacks between 1979 and 1998. To be clear, that is a range of almost 20 years and a fatal attack percentage of 0.00125%. There is less than a 1% chance that someone will be fatally attacked by a pit bull. So why do we hear so much about it if it's so rare? Well, to put it in perspective, in 2007, 2 pit bulls attacked a 59-year-old woman. She ended up in the hospital. Over 200 newspapers reported the incident, and it was covered on multiple news channels, including CNN and MSNBC. In the same year, a 70-year-old man was in critical condition after an attack by a Labrador Retriever. Only one newspaper ran an article about it. We're falling victim to a state of panic, and unfortunately, pit bulls are the victim of our panic. The breed as a whole did nothing to deserve the reputation they have, yet people are so eager to demand that pit bulls be banned or be put down because of something a few dogs have done. I'm not here to change anyone's mind about the breed or to tell you to go adopt one. I just hope that the next time you hear a story about how the neighbor's pit bull attacked a dog out of nowhere, or the neighbor's pit bull bit a little girl's face, I hope you're a little more informed about the idea behind it, the panic it's created, and that you can see past everything and find a little bit more of the story.